and thank you for tuning in. My name is Jada Brown, and I am a real estate agent and property manager in Baltimore, Maryland. And in this video, I want to talk about application fees in Baltimore, Maryland. And I believe this video will be very helpful for landlords as well as for tenants and renters in Baltimore City. So recently on my TikTok, I received the question, is it true now that if I'm filling out an application for a rental and don't get approved, that I get the fee back? And I did answer this person on TikTok, but I thought if he had this question, others probably have this question. So let's go ahead and delve into this. So the law in Maryland is that application fees must be $25 or less. Now, most of us use some type of screening platform such as Rent Spree, Turbo Tenant, Zillow applicants, and we know that this fee is over $25. So does that mean that we have to go into our pocket and return those excess screening fees back to the applicant? The answer in this scenario is no, we don't. And the reason is because if the application fee is in excess of $25, then we have, and the applicant asked for a return or a refund, the law states that we have to give a written itemized receipt back to the applicant to show them that, hey, to screen your application, it was over $25. This was the cost, and that cost was from this portal, screening of your credit, rental, and background check. And that takes care of that. In my experience as a property manager and as a listing agent for landlords, I have never come into a scenario where a tenant has asked for their application fee back. Usually tenants know that for most places the application fee ranges around $40 to $50. So I've never run across that. However, I did receive this question and I thought it would be valuable for landlords as well as tenants. Now, I do want to state that if you are a tenant and you are paying multiple application fees for these different apartments or homes and you're not being approved, one thing that I suggest to my personal tenant clients is that they try to use a reusable application. So what I tell them to do is apply on a platform like Rent Spree, and let's gather their pertinent information, those pay stubs, if they are receiving SSI, I need that letter, all of their qualifying details for the application. And in the state of Maryland, and this law was passed in 2021, it requires that landlords tell you if they accept these application reports, right? So they will let you know if they allow a reusable tenant screening, and it has to be one that you obtained yourself at your expense, and it has to be less than 30 days old. So in this scenario, it could be very helpful for tenants so that instead of applying at 10 different places and you have to pay $50 application for each place, I, on your behalf, can ask the listing agent, hey, will you accept a reusable screening? It's only 10 days old and it has all of their pertinent information. And in most cases, they will accept it because at the end of the day, they're not pocketing money from your application fee anyway. So it doesn't matter if it's reusable or not because they are using these different platforms to screen these applications. So I hope this video was helpful to you all. If you need a property manager in Baltimore, Maryland, or someone to represent you to find a place in Baltimore, Maryland, please give me a call. My number is 571-259-3588. Thank you.